Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Mark Panero, and you're listening to the Bird's Eye View, which brings you the morning school announcements, news, and much more. At Hettinger Public School, we empower students to reach their full potential. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for today's lunch and events with Mr. J.
Okay, so for lunch and events today, we got quesadillas for lunch, and then the varsity regionals for wrestling is happening this weekend. Good luck, everybody. Also, too, the boys have a game in Scranton versus Harding County. Good luck, you guys. And then this weekend, there is the girls varsity districts. Good luck, ladies. I believe that's happening over in Bowman. And also, too, there is no school on Monday, so enjoy that 3-day weekend. All right, that is your lunch and events for today. Back to you, Mark.
And now for today's announcements and reminders. Now for our announcement from Mr. Siemens.
All right, it is that time of the month to read off our Student of the Month nominations. Again, this is for the February Student of the Month. The following students were chosen based on the 6 pillars that we hold true here at Hettinger: respect, responsibility, caring, fairness, trustworthiness, and citizenship. All very extremely important. So again, congratulations to these nominees. Teachers, as usual, thank you. Without you recognizing the great work our students are doing, we wouldn't be able to do this. So here are our nominees for February Student of the Month: Cameron Holt, Sydney Briggs, Callie Tim, Katie Buckmeyer, Tyler Loffer, Camden Freed, Kylie Wolf, Rylan Ehlers, Charlie Weinert, Christian Navarro, Mark Panero, Nathan Buckmeyer, Anna Lefebvre, and Annie Utzenkamp. Drum roll a little, maybe? Yeah. So February Student of the Month is Cameron Holt. Congratulations to all the nominees. Congratulations, Cameron. Keep up the good work, and hey, we'll see you around the building.
And now back for announcements and reminders. There is a jazz band practice during lunch today. All jazz band members, please attend. Silent reading will be first period this
Second period
this week.
That.
Sorry about that. Science will hold a meeting on Tuesday, February 17th, after announcements in Miss Block's room. This will provide details of the competition the following week. Additional quote of the day: discipline beats motivation when motivation disappears. Now for today's homeroom discussion with Mr. J.
Okay, so here's the question. Let's see here. I'm looking at our questions here, and I just want to make sure that we're getting a good one here. Here, we'll go a little more sentimental today. What is your favorite childhood memory? What is a memory that you have from childhood? You're like, dude, that was a good day, or that was like a cool moment, right? So if you think of anything that's happening to you, I do believe when I was a child, it's not my favorite memory, but it's one I enjoy laughing about. Apparently, I drove my bicycle into a tree while screaming for 30 seconds. So that happened, I guess, when I was a kid. So that's kind of fun. But anywho, if you have a very favorite childhood memory, that is something you can talk about with your class. Mark, you have anything at all?
Probably one. I think back when I was like 10, when I went down to Colorado over the summer, I went to the Denver Zoo, and I think the first thing I saw was a South African black-footed penguin, and I thought it was like my favorite thing ever.
Oh, dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh, very cool. All right, so that's your question for your homeroom to discuss. What was your favorite childhood memory or thing that you remember your best? Something fun to discuss. And Mark, let's keep moving forward.
Alrighty, so Mr. J, who's doing more announcements tomorrow?
So it won't be
Tuesday,
tomorrow.
Sorry.
So it actually won't even be Tuesday, because Tuesday we have school news. It is going to be on Wednesday next week. Letitia, I got you on the student council list for Wednesday. Letitia, you are next week, Wednesday, but we got school news on Tuesday because we have no school on Monday. And Mark, let's wrap this up.
All right, those were your HBS morning announcements. Thank you for listening to Bird's Eye View, which brings you the morning school announcements, news, and much more. Have a great day, everyone.